welcome, citizens of Concord. Yeah! Same as it ever was! Same as it ever was! Same as it ever was! I have been asked to speak to all you working folks. Yeah!
I don't know what happened.
Because I'm here on a national thank you tour. Now my name is Chairman Meow. You can be sure that I'm chairman of the board. And I'm here because somebody from the Banksters Association of America, same as it ever was, has got to greet you people and have got to thank you for all the money that you have contributed to myself and my Bankster buddies. So I want to say thanks. And I want you all to know there's a place deep in my heart for you all.
You have a heart? Jail the bank!
Now, I know there's been a lot of talk. Hold on a moment.
Hello, can I have your attention for a few minutes?
Yeah, but I want it back.
And I'm here to help you understand what's happening so you won't be scattered like buckshot all over the place. I went to Harvard and the Naval Academy, and I'm a retired Navy captain. Now, every problem that we have today, the banks, the school system, you name it, it all comes under one system, and that's capitalism. So you focus on capitalism as the problem for the whole thing. Let me give you an example of this. The banks, for example, are owned by the wealthy people on Wall Street. We don't have a government in Washington that represents the people. We have it of the rich, by the rich, and for the rich. When you protest out there, you want to zero in on what you're doing, not just zero in on one system, the school system, or one other system. The whole thing comes under one umbrella, and that's everything that you see around you is capitalism. You know, what you want is what they have in Canada, Norway, New Zealand, Australia. They are socialist governments, not communism. They have a parliamentary government. I represent the Independent Party of this country, which we're just starting. The Independent Party will work with the Democrats. Just like the Tea Party works with the Republicans, so it's 2 to 1.
This guy on, come on, come on.
What we want to do is even the score.
Look, I'm going to pay you off and let me finish my spiel, buddy. Ugh. These people, they get on and on about their stuff, but you know what?
Thank you.
This is my thank you tour, and I just want to say, where was I? Oh yeah, the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of this great country. Where's my flag? Anyway, the greatest transfer of wealth in this greatest country. And it's all possible, and it was all legal, of course. At least that's the story we're sticking to. And, you know, with our main man, Secretary of Treasury, Timothy, you know, it's never really been an issue. I mean, when you've got two presidents, from both parties agreeing, there's not a whole lot to worry about for guys like me. You know what I'm saying? It's how they used to say, the cat's in the bag. Only now, I'm the cat, and I'm holding the bag, and it's full of your money. So that's why I'm here to say thank you in my humble way. But I also want you to know, it sure is nice to be financially secure. And I just thought, since it is your money, at least those of you who pay taxes, it filled my bag, euphemistically called the bailout. I just wanted to remind you people of my position. And I use this word very carefully and cautiously. Thank you. And I'm glad there wasn't a big fuss this time around, like there was back in the 80s when a few of those S&Ls went under, and some of my banker buddies had to go to jail. But today, we have many creative ways to invest one's money. One's life savings. Woo! I get all tingle when I hear about that. One's nest egg. Yes, well, we've got lots of ways to do investments, and they're all legal, of course. The regulations don't really apply. They went out with the Reagan era. It's the same story all over again. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. And I just want to remind you that I come from a long line of distinguished fat cats. Going back to Morris, who made his millions on cat food. Back to Felix, who was a cartoon cat, inspiring many people. All the way to Tony the Tiger, my second cousin on my mom's side. And let's just say, he was great for certain companies. Of course, Tony's not with us anymore, in spirit, of course. Back to my point. The lingo has changed, but we can still get our point across. I'll never forget that one saying that has brought so much wealth to myself and my buddies. Too big to fail. Now that's a term I could coin. I put my money behind it and it's paid off. You know, the next term I think I'm going to invest in is clean coal. Yeah, it's really big now. Yeah, really big, really big, really big. Because it's the greening of America. But guess who's getting greened? Me. I'm getting green, yeah. So today I'm here to launch my new foundation. It's something that really excites me. And I'm guessing it will excite all of you too. And you will be eager to learn how you can support me and my my foundation, of course, at least financially. You all know how cats love to be scratched, right? We love it. It feels so good. And there's nothing better than to be scratched when you have an itch. So I want to encourage you masses out there to continue to pamper us fat cats. And so I have created a foundation in partnership with my bank buddies across the street, Wells, B of A, and as I fondly like to call Chasey. We have founded a permanent foundation in partnership with my buddies to skim unforeseen revenue and funnel it into my foundation to fund good causes that I and the board seem reasonable. Benevolent causes, of course, as they are necessary in these turbulent times. Now I have named this foundation accordingly. We are itch. We're rich foundation. All of you will be invited to contribute as you see fit. And for those of you who would like to wait and hold back your contributions, no problem. We've got friends in the House Congress working on some revisions so that more forced contributions will be on the way. So I would use my hat, but it's not quite big enough. Hey, who of you people are tired of hearing this fat cat and think we should have him arrested under a citizen's arrest? Let's hear it. Who wants to arrest this guy? Hey, citizen's arrest. Frank, can I pass along my hat and we could have a contribution to people? And
I'll put a contribution
pass the hat for the foundation, and I think that way I can, at least cover my gas money.
I think we ought to arrest him now. What do you guys say?
No,
okay, everybody who wants to arrest him, put your fist in the air. Okay, that's our cue.
Frank, I'm going to put you in charge of the hat.
Get the fuck over here now.
Okay, we need a posse up here to take him to jail. This is what we got to do to the fat